Hi there. Today I wanted to make this video on how energy work can actually support the process of healing for an animal or for a human, and how we actually use energy work quite often, even more than what we think we do. Some of us don't even realize that we do, and that's what this video is about. Now, before I begin, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Velia, and welcome to my channel. I am an animal communicator, and I do energy work on people, pets, and their energetics. Energy work, or some people call it energy healing, um, it is a practice of influencing energy. First, I want to clarify that energy healing is kind of misleading because it kind of makes us think that the energy worker is the healer. And although they are a healer, they are a healer of themselves. And when an energy worker is working on someone else, they are not doing the healing for the other person or the animal. Instead, the body does the healing. So the human body and an animal body naturally heals itself. And the energy healing or the energy work occurs by bringing into conscious the possibility that the body is working in its optimal state and will heal itself. In grad school, I was taking neuroscience, and my professor was doing research on how neurons heal the body. And the study used fish, and there was some damaged parts to the fish, and they used a dye or something to highlight the neurons, but they were able to record these neurons called astrocytes. And they were called astrocytes because they kind of look like stars. So you can kind of think of my hand as the neuron. And they recorded that the neuron would crawl self-directed without our conscious awareness. It would crawl to the injured area, and it would actually cover the injured area. And there was multiple astrocytes or neurons, and they would clean up the debris and repair the damaged area. And we see this in many instances, such as when you have a cut and you put a Band-Aid on your cut, the body does heal the wound. And not only that, if you have a broken bone, the body will actually heal and fuse the bones together. And so that is just another example of how the body is a natural healer, self-directed without our consciousness. So in order for the body to optimally heal itself, the body has to be in a rested state, a relaxed state. When you have some kind of injury or surgery, one of the major things the doctors will recommend is to get rest. And the reason why they tell you to get rest is, of course, you don't want to further injure the damaged area. But the other reason why they tell us to get rest is because the body will heal itself in a rested state. So that's why they say rest and heal. Our emotions are what kick us into a stressful state. There are some emotions that can keep us in a very high vibrational state, such as the feeling of love and gratitude and joy and bliss. If we are in lower vibrational emotions, such as emotions of shame, embarrassment, sadness, anger, hate, guilt, any of those emotions will actually put your body in a state of stress. They are lower vibrational emotions, meaning it can have physiological changes to the body that will keep it from healing, such as high blood pressure, release of stress chemicals, which can cause a buildup of toxins in the body. So that is how our emotions impact our resting and stressful states. My mom was injured in her shoulder. She fell down and shattered some of the bones in her shoulder, and she had to get surgery, and she had to get metal equipment installed into her shoulder. And when she was recovering, there were times where she mentioned to me that she was getting angry with certain things, such as like dealing with the hospital bills afterwards and physical therapy. And she noticed that when she got angry, she could feel the pain in her shoulders flare up again. And that's because of her stress. So when we're in a state of stress, our bodies will physiologically change to where it can prevent us from being in our optimal state. It can prevent the body from being in the optimal state to heal itself. So many of us practice kind of an energy healing with each other through communication. Um, you can see this online, for example, where if we come across someone online who is going through heartache or through hardship or a loss, we will extend our sorrow, our sympathy. We will empathize with them, and we will extend that information to them by saying, I am sorry you are going through this. And not only that, we will also validate that we've gone through the same thing. And when we say we're sorry, or we provide validation that they are not alone, we are hoping that that will support them in their healing process. So we are essentially trying to play on energy work when we're doing that. Some of us kind of hang on to a sensation, an emotion of hope that maybe it occurs faster. I know I felt that before. And some of us just send them support in order to heal at whatever rate they need to heal. And so energy work is the same thing. However, energy workers don't sit in sorrow. If you do, then you're not in a relaxed state. So that's the difference, is that if I do extend any empathy to an animal or a pet parent or anyone else, I don't sit in sorrow for very long. Instead, I go into faith. And faith is complete trust and confidence in someone or something. And trust and confidence comes from emotions. So it's the opposite of fear. It's the opposite of sadness. When you have complete trust and confidence in something, such as the body will heal itself, you are in a higher state of vibration, so you are calm, versus when you're feeling sorrow. Energy workers practice staying in a state of rest. That's what I do. I meditate quite often and meditate throughout the day to try to stay rested and non-stressed. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't get stressed out, because I do. I have to regulate that regularly, though, in order to be an energy worker. So that is pretty much how energy healing works. Energy work supports the body. So I think that's all I have to say today. I hope that kind of explains a little bit more about how energy healing works and how we actually try to use it every day. We just don't even realize it. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. I will be putting out more videos on how you can utilize energy work yourself and practice energy healing for your own body, and that way you can support your pets to heal when they need it as well. Thank you.